Have you ever wondered why your relationship with your man isn't as close as you'd like, and ask yourself how to improve it? It's likely that unintentionally, your behavior is contributing to the distance between the two of you. In fact, some of your actions might be reducing his desire for intimacy without you even realizing it.
Indeed, and this can be a true game changer in your relationship. And that is why in this video, we'll talk about the third of 3 mistakes that women tend to make that end up crushing intimacy in so many couples, and what you can do instead to bring spark and intimacy back into your relationship. These are easy, super practical small changes anyone can implement. You'll see, and the results will surprise you.
If you're interested in learning more about the other 2 mistakes women tend to make and what to do about them, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming insights.
And the same goes for us guys. Watch our upcoming videos where we discuss the 3 common mistakes that we men make that can diminish our ladies' desire for intimacy. Stay tuned until the end for a simple fun quiz designed to help you improve your relationship. Navigating relationships can be easier when we have a map. Understanding certain behaviors can be the key to building a stronger, more intimate connection with our partner. Today we're focusing on a behavior that can significantly harm intimacy and passion in men: closing down.
Look, closing down is a less known but unfortunately a highly effective intimacy killer in so many couples we coach. Particularly for us women, when we are closing down and putting up a wall, it can feel like a daunting, if not impossible task for our men to reconnect.
Indeed, men in particular tend to struggle more with connecting. Many of us men have learned to show up strong, to toughen up when there are issues, rather than to stay connected. When it comes to being vulnerable, in touch with our emotions, admit mistakes, reconnect with our partner, it just tends not to be our forte. And when our lady closes off to us, we tend not to try harder. Rather, we shut down because we often simply don't know how to connect effectively.
And we observe this with many of the couples we serve. Men do need to feel opened up to. If we ladies close off emotionally, chances are that our man will feel lost and shut down. It might not feel easy in the moment. We'll have our own hurts, but the choice is ours. We can be right or we can be in relationship. If we choose the latter and we stay open to him with our hearts, our smiles, even in rough times, we're extending a lifeline for an even deeper intimacy.
Let's look at an example from a couple we helped recently. Let's call them Emily and Rob, both in their 40s. Emily was the organized one, reserved in nature, with a successful career in banking, a professional demeanor, and precise in her choice of words. Jack, on the other hand, was full of warmth and spontaneity. In a career transition when we met him, he brought energy and passion to everything he did, with a smile that made him easily approachable. A typical dialogue between the two would sound like this: Emily, we need to talk.
About what?
About us. About how we've been lately.
I don't want to argue.
I'm not trying to argue. I miss you. I miss us.
Well, maybe if you didn't push so hard, I wouldn't have to shut down.
Push? I'm just trying to understand what's wrong.
There's nothing wrong. I just need space.
Space? Emily, we've had nothing but space. We barely talk, we barely touch.
I don't want to do this right now. Anyway, I'm late for my dinner with my girlfriends.
When you close down on your man, over time, this will make him feel lost, alone, trapped, deeply unhappy. Not a good foundation for a deep intimacy in your relationship. But what can you do instead of closing down to create more intimacy? Here are some antidotes you can experiment with.
Number 1, smile, make eye contact. Show you are open and engaged. This can look and sound something like, "I've missed us."
I've missed us too, Emily. Thank you for letting me in.
Number 2, make physical contact. A touch can convey warmth and closeness. For example, Emily reaching out and gently placing her hand on Rob's arm, saying, "I want to feel close to you again."
And Rob responded by covering her hand with his. We'll get there together, I promise.
3, share your emotions. Be open about your feelings, worries, and joys. "I'm scared, Rob. Scared of being hurt, of failing. But I want to try. I want us to try."
We'll face those fears together. You're not alone in this.
Now, here's a quick fun quiz to help you stay alert to closing down sentences. 8 of the following sentences are of the closing down type. 2 are not. Can you spot these 2 sentences? The only ones that are not of the closing down type? Here we go.
Can we just drop this subject?
"I'm fine. Stop asking."
It's not a big deal.
"I don't see why this matters."
Why do you always have to bring this up?
Why do you always have to make a joke when I'm trying to be serious?
This is pointless.
I don't need your help.
Cancel your plans and stay home with me tonight.
Leave me alone.
So, which two of these 10 sentences are not a closing down type sentence? Pause and rewind the video if you want to hear the sentences again. Otherwise, the solution is number 6 and number 9. Number 6, why do you always have to make a joke when I'm trying to be serious, is a form of criticism, which is another intimacy killer, which you can learn more about in one of our other videos on this topic.
And number 9, cancel your plans and stay home with me tonight, is a form of controlling, a third intimacy killer that women tend to fall into. You can learn about this behavior too in one of our other videos on the topic of intimacy killer behaviors.
Here again, we'd invite you to take a moment to reflect on your own behaviors, and in all truth, how often did you fall into behaviors of closing down, similar to the ones that are mentioned in this video? Creating this awareness is the first step towards a positive change.
We challenge you to commit to one small action that you will do differently for the next week. This could be something as simple as smiling and making eye contact, or sharing your emotions even when you rather feel like closing down. Do this consistently and without telling your partner, and observe how he responds. Take note of any changes in your interactions and feelings. Ready? On your mark, get set, grow!
Thank you for tuning in. Understanding and addressing the urge to close down will take courage, but it can transform your relationship and bring back the intimacy and passion you desire. Remember, as Monica said, we can either be right or be in relationship. The choice is ours. And remember this phrase, open hearts, new starts.
If you found this video helpful, like this video if you did. Subscribe for more videos like this one and share with a friend who might also be looking for real advice for real couples.
Let's transform your love story together.